Okay, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. This should be the last one that I actually record everything in one day. Um, I want to do at least three. Just get three knocked out of the way so I don't have to really worry about it the day before. So let's get into these what solds here. I think we left off the last one with. I'll tell you what. I need to hold on. Throat's getting dry. So. What did I leave off with on the last one? The last one was a with karaoke machine. Okay, so we're starting off with a baseball glove. Now this isn't necessarily a it's a baseball glove. It'll work, but it's not something that you would necessarily use out on the field. It's not the best quality at all, but it is vintage. It is from Target. It was a giveaway, a stadium giveaway was what it was. I sold two of these already, and I think I got three of these. But really, really cool. It probably because the Los Angeles Dodgers just won the World Series. But nonetheless, Los Angeles Dodgers are very, very popular, especially right now in Japan with Shohei Ohtani being on the team. So these really, really cool. And Target, everybody loves Target, right? So really, really cool. Baseball mitts, souvenir. It's more like a souvenir, more like a collector's item. I don't think you would. I guess you could use this, but I personally wouldn't use one of these if I'm playing. Not that I play anymore. I don't want to get hurt. So, but really, really cool. The RHT that you see in the title is right hand throwing. That's what that stands for. You got to specify, especially if you're selling, usable gloves, gloves that people will use out in the field. You want to specify, because a right-handed thrower wears their glove on the left hand. So if you put left-handed, they might think that it's so they can throw with their left hand. No, you got to specify that it's a right hand thrower's glove. So it's going to be right hand thrower glove is worn on the left hand, and the left hand thrower obviously is on the right hand. So you got to specify that. Obviously, left-handed ones are a little bit more rare, as because left-handed people are a little more rare. So these are right-handed are more known. They're more plentiful, I should say. Not really that left-handed, or I should say left-handed throwing gloves are any bit more expensive. It could be, like catcher's mitts could be, but it is a bit of an odder thing to find. However, Los Angeles Dodgers glove, baseball mitt, Target, vintage, souvenir. I was going to try to put like a giveaway or stadium giveaway, but I wasn't going to have room for all those keywords in there. But nonetheless, it still got sold. And what did it sell for? It was close to $20, I think. $17.85, $9.93 is what they paid in shipping. Padded poly bag. Again, you've been hearing me say this and repeating this a while. Padded poly bag are your friends. And this is nothing breakable. This is a no-brainer. Nothing breakable here. Just throw in a padded poly bag and it gets on its way. Really, really cool piece. Dodgers, if it's other teams might be a little less, popular, but Dodgers are fairly popular right now. So keep your eye out for them. They do really well, especially like these stadium giveaway things. English to Hebrew, I was gonna say Bible, dictionary or conversational guide, translator. If you can buy these really, really cheap, they're going to take a while to sell, and they're not going to sell for that much. Usually around $10 to $15. But I found this actually at a estate sale. And English to Hebrew, conversational guide, kind of straightforward to what it is, Hebrew, a lot of Israel. It's in the it's currently in the news right now. So let me go ahead and see what did it sell for. $15.21. And it's just a tiny little book. Goes in a padded poly bag. I do wrap my books in bubble wrap really quick, just to make sure, just to make sure that the corners don't get bent up or anything like that. So I will wrap it in a bit of pad, even though it doesn't necessarily require it. I do see a lot of booksellers just throw them in a pad, throwing them in padded poly bags. Some of them use the. If they don't have any ads in it, you can send it via media mail as well too. Get a little bit cheaper on the cost. I'm not sure if textbooks can go media mail. I don't think they can, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't really sell too much textbooks. This might be considered a textbook. I don't know. I sent it just by way of ground advantage and padded poly bag. So really, really cool piece. Keep your eye out for it. Don't pay too much. If you're bundling, throw it on top of a bundle. Betsy Johnson. Now, typically I would say stay away from Betsy Johnson. It's not worth it right now. Betsy Johnson had its day several years ago. It's no longer, reselling for what it could potentially resell for. This one here, there's actually an older popcorn one that goes for more, and I initially thought that was this, but upon further inspection, it was not. So, it's still sold. The subject matter here, really, really cool. So, really, really cool design, unique design. But what did it sell for? $25 is what it sold for. So, not bad. Typically, Betsy Johnson, small little things like this, maybe around $10. But because of the shape, because of the design, it went for a little bit more of a premium. There is an older one out there, so keep your eye out for it. It does go for closer to $40, $50, $60. It's still a little bit all over the place, but it goes for quite a bit more than this one here. But $10.04 is what it did sell in shipping. It was a little bit weighty. It was a little bit over a pound, so you have to round up to 2 pounds. And again, padded poly bag. Went in a padded poly bag. So I did wrap this one in bubble wrap because of the little pearls that look like popcorn on there. I just didn't want anything to potentially happen to that. So I did wrap it a couple of times in bubble wrap before I sent it in a padded poly bag. But really cool item. Betsy Johnson. I would stay away from most Betsy Johnson unless it's something unique like this. Crossbody. Oh, crossbody. I want to mention crossbody is a good keyword to use for purses if it is a crossbody. So if it is a true crossbody as opposed to a shoulder bag or anything like that, I would use crossbody. It's a little bit more popular. So, and then all the keywords in here, the words are just what I used that were on the actual purse itself, like the butter me up, the poppin' rockin' handbag. That was all on the purse. I believe it was on the other side too. There was also script on the other side. So really, really cool. Betsy Johnson popcorn. Look out for this one. Other Betsy Johnson, stay away from. And then we have a bobblehead. This was a bobblehead set. I don't have I believe I have a picture of the bobblehead in my listing. Yeah, I do. I do have a picture of the bobblehead because the box was damaged on one side. And I just wanted to show that the bobblehead was not damaged. It was one piece. It was all for, players, but it was one piece. Now, I typically do not pick up bobbleheads. They typically are not worth it. Some of them are, especially the ones that are, again, stadium giveaway. That's the theme of the video, I guess, stadium giveaways. Keep your eye out for these stadium giveaway items. They're a little more unique, a little more rarer. They're not just, something you find in the store you can get. Very limited, usually to a few thousand. But as you can see, forever, it's misspelled, but because of the 4 championships. But I did spell out forever later on in the title there. But Golden State Warriors, not really much to say as far as the keywords go here. It pretty much describes itself. But cool piece. If the box wasn't damaged, I believe I probably could have got a little bit more. But golden, what did it sell for? It sold for $60, and the shipping was $6.87. So this was about 3 pounds, or it was over 2 pounds, so rounded up to 3. But it went very, very local. This went to San Francisco, so the shipping was very low. And again, a padded poly bag is what this goes in. It already had padding on the inside. It came already in styrofoam. And I just had to wrap it. I did wrap it because it did go over $50. I wrapped it 3 times in bubble wrap. And I put it in a large padded poly bag and sent it on its way. If this was going over, This was probably going to the East Coast. I might have put this in a box, yeah, just because it was going a little bit further than normal. It was over my $50 limit for things that I believe should go in a box because of the quality or because of what they paid. But the fact that it was just going to San Francisco, which is about a 45-minute drive away from here, depending on traffic, pretty cool. Pretty cool item. Easy shipper. And this was sitting on a Savers. It was just sitting on a shelf at a Savers. And I picked it right up and made some money. So pretty cool. And is that this next one? Might be the last one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the next one's the last one. It's the last one of these videos. Good, because I'm getting tired of talking. So you probably just saw this in a video recently, but a really cool, because I just prepped that video too. I'm not only doing these videos ahead of time, but I'm also prepping my regular Goodwill videos. Those are a little bit easier because all those videos are pre-shot, at least a couple weeks in advance. So vintage Asian bud vase. Now I spotted this on the shelf. I immediately was able to identify the quality through a visual inspection. So just based visually prompted further investigation. As you guys sometimes hear in my videos, I am looking for something to draw me in. I'm scanning with my eyes. I'm looking for something to pull me in to get me to do further investigative work. And this one did. I saw this one on the shelf. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It looks great. The design is pretty cool. And the quality of the pottery just looked really good. So when I picked it up, I was like, all right, this is really, really great quality. And I was checking for chips and all that. There were no chips on it. Very well made. Check the bottom. It was in Korean. So I could not, I didn't know what it said. I had to use Google Translate. And so with Google Translate, you can just use your camera on your phone and it will translate it for you. And it obviously came up as Korean. And vintage Asian bud vase, porcelain, Korean porcelain, just, it's like ceramic. It's just a little bit more finer. Porcelain Korean. Celadon. Celadon is the type of green. It's basically like this really like kind of dull pastel-y type of green. Stork bird on there. And then home decor. And what did it sell for? Now this one I did put in a box. 5x7x9. 975 box is what this went in. Just because the delicate nature of it, I felt that it needed a box. And typically most vases go in boxes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to get carried away and throw this in a padded poly bag. There are items that do require a box. And this is one of them. Where did it go? It is $44.61 is what this sold for. $9.05 is what they paid in shipping. This was just over £1, so it came up to I had to round up to 2 pounds to ship this out. I did pay a little bit less in the shipping because of the box size, because I went by cubic. The measurements basically. So I put those in there. And when you put in 975, it'll bring it down just a little bit, not too much. You'll save a few, like 50 cents or something like that. Just because of the box size. So that's what this went in. It did go in a box. I don't put everything in poly bags. So the shipping police out there, don't get mad at me. But really, really cool item. Cool piece. Keep her out for good quality pieces. You gotta see it, and in order to be able to do that, you gotta put in the work. You gotta be out there looking at items, feeling items, determining what's quality, what's not quality, and hopefully I can help you with these videos as well too. Otherwise, that's the end of this video. Please like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of these videos. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Okay. All right. We're good. We're done. See you in the next video. Hey, you've made it to the end. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video by hitting the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel by hitting my little round icon down below. It really does help us out here. Also, you'll find a couple of selections. You'll see a playlist of videos to watch and my most recent video that I did upload.